over 60. These 5 cheeses quietly rebuild muscle mass fast. If you're over 60, your muscles are quietly shrinking every single year, even if you're still active. This silent condition, called sarcopenia, affects nearly 50% of seniors and often goes unnoticed until it's too late. You may think you're just getting weaker with age, but in reality, your body is losing vital muscle tissue that protects your balance, strength, and even independence. What's worse, most people try to fix it with pills, protein powders, or intense exercise, and still see no results. But today, new research reveals a powerful secret hiding right inside your fridge: cheese. Yes, not all cheeses, but 5 specific kinds have been shown to preserve and even rebuild muscle tissue in people over 60 without extreme diets or supplements. One of them even triggers a natural anabolic response in older adults. Yet, it's almost never included in senior nutrition plans. In this video, we'll uncover which cheeses actually work, which to avoid, and how a few ounces a day can protect you from the downward spiral of muscle loss, starting now. Number 5. Cottage cheese. At first glance, cottage cheese doesn't seem like a miracle food. It's bland, it's soft, and it's been sitting in the dairy aisle forever. But for seniors over 60, this humble food holds a hidden secret. It may be one of the most underestimated tools in the fight against sarcopenia. You see, as we age, our bodies become less efficient at processing and using dietary protein. What worked in our 30s and 40s no longer delivers the same results. That's why muscle mass declines even in people who eat regularly and stay moderately active. The answer is not just about eating protein. It's about the right kind of protein at the right time. And that's where cottage cheese stands out. Cottage cheese is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that doesn't spike and crash like whey or plant proteins. Instead, it provides a steady stream of amino acids to your muscles for up to 7 hours after consumption. That slow release is critical for seniors, especially overnight, a period when the body is most vulnerable to muscle breakdown. In a 2015 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that when older adults consumed 30 grams of casein before bed, muscle protein synthesis increased significantly during sleep, a time when most people are unknowingly losing lean mass. Cottage cheese mimics this exact effect, making it a natural, accessible nighttime protein. But there's more. Cottage cheese is also a top source of leucine, a powerful amino acid that acts like a trigger for muscle growth. Most seniors, even those who eat meat or drink protein shakes, fall short of the leucine threshold required to stimulate muscle anabolism. Cottage cheese delivers a dense, easily absorbed form of leucine in every spoonful. And because it's mild in taste, it can be paired with fruits, seeds, or a bit of honey for a senior-friendly, digestion-safe snack that actually supports muscle repair. Now, it's worth noting that not all cottage cheese is created equal. Many brands are loaded with added sodium, which can raise blood pressure, a major concern for people over 60. That's why experts recommend choosing low-sodium, plain varieties with at least 13 to 15 grams of protein per serving. Avoid the flavored versions with fruit or sweeteners. They often contain added sugars that can spike insulin and negate the metabolic benefits. Finally, the reason cottage cheese ranks number 5 on this list is not because it's weak, but because it works best in support of other muscle-building habits. It's a slow burner, not a frontline fighter. Think of it as the foundation, reliable, steady, essential, but not the star player. In combination with the next 4 cheeses, it becomes part of a powerful anti-sarcopenia strategy that works even for seniors in their 70s and 80s, and for those who've struggled with muscle cramps, nighttime weakness, or post-walk fatigue. This one addition to your evening routine can quietly start changing the game in a matter of weeks. Number 4. Parmesan. Parmesan may be best known for its sharp flavor and role in pasta dishes, but beneath it's aged, crumbly surface lies one of the most concentrated sources of bone and muscle-building nutrients available to people over 60. Unlike soft cheeses, Parmesan undergoes a long aging process, sometimes up to 36 months. That not only intensifies its taste, but transforms its nutritional profile into something uniquely powerful for aging bodies. This is especially important for seniors struggling with sarcopenia because Parmesan delivers a potent blend of protein, calcium, phosphorus, and bioavailable micronutrients in a form that's surprisingly easy to digest. Let's start with protein. Just 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan contain up to 8 grams of high-quality, complete protein, more than most yogurts or milk servings of the same size. But this protein is different. Because of the fermentation and aging process, Parmesan's proteins are pre-digested by enzymes, making them easier for seniors to absorb. Many older adults suffer from declining stomach acid or sluggish digestion, which can impair the breakdown of meat and dairy proteins. Parmesan bypasses much of that digestive strain, delivering fast, efficient amino acids straight to the bloodstream. That means faster repair, less breakdown, and more retained lean mass. Then comes the calcium-phosphorus synergy. Muscle doesn't operate in a vacuum. It works in tandem with strong bones. After 60, the risk of falls skyrockets due to a double threat: muscle weakening and bone thinning. Parmesan delivers over 30% of your daily calcium needs in a small serving, but also includes phosphorus and the optimal 2-to-1 ratio needed for proper skeletal absorption. Most multivitamins get this wrong, but Parmesan doesn't. In fact, recent studies have shown that elderly people who consume hard cheeses like Parmesan experience slower declines in both bone density and lower body strength compared to those who avoid dairy altogether. There's also a hidden benefit that few talk about: vitamin K2. Parmesan, especially if made from grass-fed milk, contains this rare fat-soluble vitamin that helps direct calcium to the bones and away from the arteries. That's critical for seniors, because calcium supplements without K2 have been linked to increased arterial stiffness, a major heart risk. Parmesan naturally balances this equation. And finally, there's taste. Many seniors lose appetite as they age, but the strong umami punch of Parmesan can actually stimulate salivary enzymes and increase appetite naturally. That means more food enjoyment, better nutrient absorption, and less struggle at mealtime. You don't need to eat it in chunks either. Just sprinkling fresh grated Parmesan over eggs, soups, or roasted vegetables can significantly raise the protein content of your meals without overwhelming your palate. Still, Parmesan isn't without limits. It's salty, very salty, with some varieties containing up to 400 milligrams of sodium per tablespoon. So moderation is key, but used wisely. It's a compact, nutrient-dense powerhouse that supports both muscular and skeletal strength. And that's why it earns its place at number 4. Number 3. Gruyere. Gruyere isn't just a fancy European cheese for wine nights. It's a nutritional powerhouse that could quietly help reverse years of muscle decline in seniors over 60. This firm, nutty cheese from Switzerland is often overlooked in health circles, but the science behind it is clear. Gruyere offers one of the most balanced profiles of muscle-supporting nutrients, along with a unique fermentation process that promotes better digestion and deeper nutrient absorption in aging bodies. If you're struggling with muscle loss, fatigue, or even joint weakness, this cheese may be exactly what your body has been missing. First, Gruyere contains an unusually high concentration of protein per calorie, around 8 grams in just 1 ounce. But more importantly, that protein is bound with naturally occurring conjugated linolenic acid, CL. CLA has been shown in multiple clinical studies to enhance lean mass retention, particularly in older adults. A 2018 review published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that slow-rich dairy products not only helped preserve existing muscle tissue, but also reduced inflammatory markers that interfere with muscular regeneration. Gruyere, thanks to the way it's traditionally produced, has some of the highest natural CLA levels of any cheese. But the magic doesn't stop there. Gruyere is also rich in zinc and selenium to trace minerals that many seniors unknowingly lack. Zinc plays a critical role in testosterone regulation, even in women, and helps maintain the hormonal balance that's essential for muscle repair and growth. Selenium, on the other hand, is a key antioxidant that supports mitochondrial health, the energy factories inside your muscle cells. Seniors with chronic fatigue or slow recovery after activity often test low in both minerals. Just 2 slices of Gruyere can deliver meaningful doses of each. Another quiet strength of Gruyere is its digestive compatibility. It's naturally lower in lactose due to the aging process, which makes it more tolerable for seniors who have developed lactose sensitivity. In fact, many older adults who experience bloating or digestive upset from milk or soft cheese report no discomfort with Gruyere. That means your body can actually absorb the nutrients instead of fighting them, making every gram of protein and mineral count. And here's a surprising bonus: Gruyere is fermented with specific cereal cultures that enhance gut microbiota, including lactobacillus strains that help break down protein and improve immune function. In a time when the gut-muscle connection is gaining serious attention in medical circles, Gruyere quietly supports both systems at once. Now, it is a richer cheese with more fat than cottage or even Parmesan, so portion control matters. But the fat content isn't necessarily a downside. For seniors, a moderate amount of healthy dairy fat can support hormone production, vitamin absorption, and satiety. Especially when paired with vegetables or whole grains, Gruyere earns its place at number 3, not just because of what it offers, but because of how well it works with the aging body's changing needs. It's gentle on digestion, rich in rare muscle-enhancing compounds, and delicious enough to encourage regular, joyful eating, which is half the battle for older adults struggling with declining strength. Number 2. Ricotta. Ricotta might look soft and harmless, but for seniors over 60, it hides one of the most powerful muscle-rebuilding profiles in the entire dairy world. Unlike hard cheeses, ricotta is made from the whey left over during the production of other cheeses, and that makes all the difference. Whey protein is known for its rapid absorption and high biological value, meaning the body can utilize it quickly and efficiently. For older adults facing sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength, this fast-acting protein can be a game-changer. In fact, a 2020 study from the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who consumed whey-based dairy daily gained more lean muscle in just 8 weeks compared to those who consumed casein or soy-based protein. Ricotta provides this whey-based boost in a natural, whole food form, with none of the artificial sweeteners or additives found in protein powders. Just half a cup of fresh ricotta contains around 14 grams of protein with an ideal amino acid profile that includes high amounts of leucine, isoleucine, and valine, the 3 branch-chain amino acids most responsible for muscle synthesis, T. But ricotta's benefits don't end there. It also contains high levels of vitamin A, riboflavin, and calcium, all crucial for maintaining muscle performance, energy metabolism, and bone health in aging populations. Plus, its creamy texture makes it incredibly easy to chew and swallow. An underrated but vital feature for seniors dealing with dental issues, dry mouth, or swallowing difficulties. Ricotta is also naturally low in sodium compared to aged cheeses, making it a safer daily option for those managing blood pressure or heart disease. What's more, because ricotta is made from whey, it digests quickly, which means you can use it strategically, for example, as a post-walk snack or after light resistance training to help your muscles recover and rebuild faster. Many seniors fail to eat protein at the right times, often loading it all at dinner, But ricotta gives you a way to add quality protein earlier in the day, when your muscles can use it more effectively. You can add it to oatmeal, spread it on whole grain, toast, or even mix it with berries for a balanced, muscle-supporting mini-meal. While it may not have the bold flavor of Gruyere or the mineral density of Parmesan, ricotta wins on its sheer usability and compatibility with the aging body. It's gentle, fast, efficient, and far more powerful than its soft appearance suggests. That's why it holds the number 2 spot on this list, because for muscle recovery, few foods can deliver such a clean, reliable protein punch in such a versatile form. Number 1. Aged cheddar. At the top of the list sits a cheese most of us grew up with, but probably never realized could be one of the most effective muscle-preserving foods for seniors: aged cheddar. Unlike younger cheeses, aged cheddar undergoes a natural fermentation process that drastically increases its protein concentration, enhances its digestibility, and transforms its nutritional impact. For adults over 60, this means one thing: a dense, accessible source of high-quality protein and key micronutrients that actually help stop muscle loss in its tracks. A single ounce of aged cheddar delivers around 7 grams of complete protein. But what sets it apart is the bioavailability of that protein. During the aging process, especially cheeses aged 12 months or longer, the casein proteins break down into smaller peptides and free-form amino acids that the body can absorb without extensive digestive effort. For older adults whose stomach acid and enzyme levels may be lower than in youth, this is a critical advantage. Aged cheddar is also one of the richest natural sources of leucine per gram, even more than many meats, making it a direct trigger for muscle protein synthesis, the exact process that slows with age. But it's not just about the protein. Aged cheddar is packed with vitamin K too, a rare and essential nutrient that not only supports bone density but also helps prevent calcium buildup in the arteries, a dual benefit for seniors dealing with both sarcopenia and cardiovascular risk. Add to that its high levels of zinc, phosphorus, and natural saturated fats, which in moderation support hormone regulation and cellular repair. And you begin to understand why aged cheddar isn't just delicious, it's therapeutic. In fact, a 2021 European study showed that seniors who included hard-aged cheeses like cheddar 3 times a week had significantly higher grip strength and walking speed than those who avoided cheese altogether, even when calorie intake was the same. What's even more impressive is cheddar's versatility. It stores well, requires no preparation, and can be added to a wide range of meals from eggs to soups to roasted vegetables, enhancing both taste and nutrition without extra effort. Unlike some cheeses that are high in moisture and spoil quickly, aged cheddar is shelf-stable for longer and resists bacterial overgrowth, making it safer and more practical for seniors living alone or with limited refrigeration. And although cheddar does contain more sodium than ricotta or cottage cheese, the aged varieties often have a sharper taste, which means you can use less of it while still getting the flavor and benefits. That's why aged cheddar isn't just a comfort food from the past, it's a strategic choice for seniors who want to stay strong, active, and independent for as long as possible. It tops this list because it does what no supplement or shake can do. It fits effortlessly into real life, tastes incredible, and actually works, not just in theory, but in clinical results and everyday bodies. So if you've been told that losing strength is just part of aging, that muscle weakness, slower movement, or poor balance are normal after 60, I hope today's video gave you a new perspective, because the truth is, your body is still capable of rebuilding, maintaining, and protecting muscle mass, but it needs the right fuel. And sometimes, that fuel doesn't come from expensive supplements or complicated diets. It comes from something as simple as what's already in your fridge. Cottage cheese to support slow-release recovery, Parmesan to reinforce bone and muscle together, Gruyere for its powerful CLA and digestion support, ricotta for fast-absorbing whey protein, and aged cheddar to bring it all together. These are more than snacks. They're quiet tools that work with your biology, not against it. You don't have to overhaul your life. Just make small, consistent shifts, and your body will notice. If this video helped you, or if you've tried using cheese strategically in your own routine, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. You never know, your experience might help someone else who's just starting their journey to rebuild strength after 60. I'm your name, and this is Healthy Seniors. Stay strong, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.